The Blue Jays did not pick up a really good righty bat at this year's MLB trade deadline, and I think a guy like Davis Schneider would be the perfect call-up to fill that hole that the Jays desperately need to fill, because we need another righty bat in here. We need a guy with a bit of pop, can get on base, can be versatile, and Davis Schneider is literally all those things. He hits for decent average, he can take a walk, he can hit for some power, he's a versatile player, and overall, I think is the perfect guy to call up. Now, yes, you might argue Addison Barger or Spencer Horwitz. Horwitz is having a fantastic year as well, hitting over 300, having an amazing year as well. But he doesn't have quite the pop that a guy like Davis Schneider does, and he also isn't quite as versatile. Although he is quite versatile, I'm not saying he isn't. He doesn't quite play all the positions that Davis Schneider does, and he's also a lefty bat. And comparing him to Addison Barger, I think Davis Schneider is just the clear better player right now than Addison Barger. I'm not saying that the ceiling on Barger isn't higher, because I think Barger's ceiling is a bit higher than Schneider's, but I do think that right now, Davis Schneider is the clear better hitter in AAA than both those guys, and he fits the need perfectly. Like I said, he's a righty bat as well, which is just fantastic. This guy is a former 28th round pick back in 2017. He's looking like an absolute steal. He was drafted at a high school at that time, and there's not even 28 rounds anymore in the MLB draft. It's down to 20 now. So this is absolutely amazing to see a guy like this who's just clawed his way up the system. Started his pro career back right at a high school as an 18-year-old in rookie ball, then went to low A, then to A ball, then to high A, then to double A, then to triple A. Like, this guy has literally climbed up his whole entire way, all the way through the system possible, like every single league possible, every single tier possible, has hit every single one of them, and has gone up to AAA. Last year, had in 17 games, then has 86 games played this year in AAA, and has been an amazing hitter. He's still only 24 years old as well, so he's still young, but this guy is raking this year. In 86 games played in AAA this year, has 61 runs, 85 hits, 21 doubles, a triple, 21 homers in 86 games played in AAA. He is crushing baseballs, and even for a 5'9" guy, has a lot of power. I mean, this guy got a lot of pop in that bat. He's 190 pounds. He's very strong. Not the biggest guy, but very strong. He's got 63 RBIs, 9 stolen bags, so he's still moving quite well as well. Like, he's not a slow guy by any means. He can steal a bag here and there as well, which is good to see. He's got 72 walks compared to 86 strikeouts. He walks a crap ton. He strikes out a decent amount as well, has a bit of strikeout per game, but he walks a crap ton as well. The ratio is quite good. A 279 batting average, a 421 on base, a 561 slugging for a 982 OPS. This guy is crushing baseballs in AAA, and I think it's more than worthy of getting a call-up this year. I think he's the guy who should be, and most deserving of getting a call-up out of the bats currently in AAA. He's just been the clear best hitter this year, I think. He's got the pop, got the average, he walks. Strikes out a decent amount, yes, but he walks a ton. He can steal a bag here and there. He hits homers, hits doubles, is a decently fast guy, pretty smart base runner, solid defensively, very versatile as well. And that is the big thing with him. He is a very versatile guy as well. He can play left field, right field, first base, second base, third base. That's where he's played all those positions this year in AAA. So he's so versatile. And if you have to DFA a guy like a Biggio or Espinal, which is possible because we have to create a 40-man spot and get him on the roster, I do think that it's not going to be a big deal at all. Yes, Biggio and Espinal are both versatile players, but Davis Schneider is as versatile as Biggio and more versatile than Espinal. Although he can't play shortstop, we have Paul Young now as the backup shortstop once Bo comes back, so maybe they're waiting for that to call him up. I'm not quite sure, but I think eventually he's going to get called up. He's the guy to do it. I don't think that Horwitz or Barger should be called up over him. Now, maybe they do, but I just don't think they deserve it as much as he does. He's clawed his way up the system. He's earned his spot. He's 24 years old, is a very versatile player, hits for power, hits for average, walks, runs bases. He does everything quite well, and he's extremely versatile, and definitely more versatile than like Barger, although we can't play shortstop like Barger can. That is only one downside, but I think he is definitely a better hitter right now than Barger, although in the future that could definitely change. But for right now, I think Davis Schneider is the guy to get a call up. And I think he's kind of had the best year. I mean, take a look at his splits as well. He has 17 of his 21 homers this year against righty pitching. He's hitting 297, 453 on base, a 617 slugging, which is just insane for a 1070 OPS against righties this year compared to lefties, where he's only got 4 homers, 11 RBIs, a 230 average, a 328 on base, a 420 slugging, which is not the best. Well, it's still not bad, but definitely not the best compared to what he's doing against righties, and then a 748 OPS. So he's still hitting lefties pretty well. I mean, a 748 OPS is not bad. A 230 average isn't terrible. But, he's not the best hitter against lefties, so that is the one thing to take note of as well. But against righties, he is an amazing hitter, and I'm sure he'll do perfectly fine against lefties. He's not going to be an elite hitter against lefties, but can still definitely hold his own and do a more than fine job. And if you take a look at his splits per month, he's pretty much gotten better every single month. April had a 242 average with a 815 OPS. Then in May had a 264 average with a 975. Then in June had a 282 average with a 931 OPS. So the OPS dropped a bit, but the average went up. In July, had his best month so far, a 348 average, 540 on base, 725 slugging for a 1265 OPS with 6 homers, 21 RBIs, and 26 walks to 16 strikeouts. He has been unreal in the month of July, and I can only see this continuing because he is this good of a hitter. He's been great this year so far, and I definitely think is deserving of a call-up. And we have seen in some interviews kind of Ross Atkins saying that he's probably going to be promoting within the system. So that is good to see, and definitely Davis Schneider should be at the top of that list because I think he's been the clear best hitter so far this year in AAA. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, please smash the like button and definitely comment down below your guys' thoughts on Davis Schneider potentially getting the call-up.